Everything we do here at James Project focuses on caring for vulnerable women and children because we believe that's the call that God has placed on every one of us as Christians.
Hello, Bryon. How are you?
Hi, Kathy. I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks. Welcome back, everybody, to another update. It's May, although it doesn't feel like May here. I don't, we are stuck in a perpetual April, I think, but it'll be all right.
I understand. Yes, weather
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yes, yes. You're wearing a sweatshirt because it's cold in your house, but I'm wearing a sweater because it's
Yes.
cold outside. So, all
It's a
right.
balance.
Right, right. What's going on down in Guatemala or around here? What are we talking about this month?
Well, first, I want to report and give everybody an update on our pickleball tournament, which
Mm,
was a huge success again. We met the $20,000 match. And of course, it's such a fun event. Everybody had a great time. We had some new people come that had never been exposed to the James Project, which is always good.
that's good.
And so hopefully we'll see what God does with that. But yeah, it was fun. It's a very fun event.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it was a success. And you're headed into
Yes.
more of the fundraising season now, huh?
Yeah, as always, I mean, we're going from the pickleball tournament to our first golf tournament, which is in Southwest Missouri. That is on August 17th, and we're excited. We've typically just given away a golf shirt, kind of not a generic one, but a cheaper one. Well, this year we're upgrading our shirts, I guess you could say. So if anybody wants to sign up to play by July 15th, gets a $90 shirt. Well, that's the value of it. We didn't pay that, but that's the value of the shirt. So we got a deal on them, of course.
Oh,
But it's
that's
a Callaway golf shirt, and so we're happy to give those away to our golfers. We're so appreciative of them, but also for our donors and our sponsors. And the tournament just can't happen without the extra,
right.
the sponsors especially,
Mhm.
but the people who donate things for our auction or a raffle or just give whatever. We are very dependent and very thankful for everyone who participates in whatever, and our volunteers too. We have to have volunteers. So yeah, it's always from, like I said, from one thing to the next, and then after that will be our October golf tournament in Kansas City. But it's part of the job, and it's God's always blesses those things, and they're a lot of work, but a lot of good comes out of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to think about all the new people that get exposed to the James Project who may never take a trip down because they
Right.
can't, it's just not their thing, but they get to hear about it in such a fun environment with lots of other people who are passionate about the project. I think it's a um just a wonderful experience. I know it's a ton of work for you guys, but I just that's what I think about, just all those new people, because when you bring a team down too and you bring new people that have never been there before, it's so fun to see it through their eyes. So I
Yeah.
imagine somewhat similar when they hear about the James Project for the first time in that kind of
Yeah,
setting.
and that's the ultimate goal, is to get those new people involved at some level, whether it's going down on a trip. Some of guys will come, they'll play in a tournament as part of a team, and the next year they'll make their own team, and it
Yeah.
kind of grows from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? I mean, God knows what comes of those. I mean, some guys end up being regular supporters. Some
Mhm.
people end up going down on trips. Some people volunteer from year to year. I mean, it's just people want to be involved in good things,
They do.
and especially believers. They want to be involved with what God's doing, and
Yeah.
without these opportunities, they wouldn't know about the James Project.
Right. Right. And it is so much more blessed to give than to receive. So to experience that joy of being part of giving to something like that in any way that they can, like I said, not everybody can go, but it's wonderful that there are so many different opportunities for people to give to something like the James Project, the work that God is doing down there. And be blessed by that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just these tournaments are just one avenue of many in
Right.
ways to be involved. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll keep doing them as long as they're fruitful.
Yeah, yeah, and fruitful in so many different ways. Yep,
Yes.
That's good. You never know the ripple effect of changing somebody's life, even through hearing about the redeeming power of God in those kids down
Yeah.
there. Even if they
Yeah.
never give a dime, that they hear that and something shifts in their own lives, you never know the trajectory that has for their circle of people, you know? So it's kind of
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah. We have at least one board member now that was exposed at a golf tournament.
That's great. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, his I lost the word. His involvement
Mhm.
has grown and grown until he joined the board, and
Yeah.
it's been great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a wonderful.
God can use anybody in any way.
Yep. All right. And I have newsletter down. I did just get a newsletter. Is that the newsletter you're
Yeah,
talking
I just want to kind of make sure people know that they did go out.
about?
As always, sometimes the labels fall off and they don't make it to their destination. Sometimes the stamp comes off and doesn't make it. And honestly, I've learned that sometimes the postal service just doesn't get it there, and it comes back to us but the address is correct, everything's on it. So if somebody is expecting one and didn't get one, they can reach out to me and we can get one sent. It may have gotten lost in the mail. Lots of things could have happened. We actually got some envelopes back that were empty.
Mm.
They didn't get sealed. I'm guessing the newsletter fell out. I mean, things happen, And so if anybody didn't get one that expects to get one, and sometimes we don't have the person's address,
Mhm.
and we have somebody in our system, but there's no address. So if they're not getting the paper newsletter, then hopefully we have an email. We can send them the e-news. They're not exactly the same, but they're similar.
Yeah. But if someone did want the newsletter and didn't get it, they can email you at bryon@jamesproject.com.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I'll make sure, have an email or mailing address, whichever they prefer. We'll get one sent.
All right. That sounds great. What else is going on? There's something else in the mail, correct?
Yeah, so we've kind of been promoting our foundational partners since the beginning of the year. If anybody who gives $1,200, and it could be $100 a month for the whole year, well, eventually we'll get just a little thank you postcard that says we acknowledge that you have become a foundational partner, and that's so very important, and we're very thankful, because the whole purpose of that foundational partner is just to allow us to keep doing what we're doing.
Mhm.
It's the fund, the programs, the all the things that we do for women and children, and just take care of our staff, pay salaries, that kind of thing. It's not a huge gift that we're giving back, but we do want to recognize those people and let people know just how important it is that they are helping us run the ministry.
Mhm. It's a good reminder for people that their dollars do really impact what you're doing and they do
Yeah.
matter. So, yeah.
And so, for example, if somebody's given $100 a month, I mean, we're on month, they've only, at this point, would have only given 500. They'll get theirs eventually. It's
Mhm.
just once they reach that 1,200 mark, I'll put it in the mail, and they'll get it. Yeah. Yeah. So our first batch just went out yesterday. So if you have already reached that goal, which Kathy, you're getting one soon.
Okay. Thank you. That's great. All right. And team season is in full swing.
Yeah. Starting Saturday,
Oh,
this
goodness.
Saturday, the 16th, our first team comes for what we call a team season, but that'll be 7 weeks in a row. We have a team coming. Yeah, and then somewhere around July 4th, there's like a 2-week break. We had some teams that had to cancel, but then after that 2-week break, we have another 5 weeks that takes
Mhm.
us through, I think, the second week of August, and then there's a 4 or 5 week break after that,
Mhm.
as
Wow.
people are starting to get back to school, and um, summer's wrapping up.
Mhm.
There is a little break then, but I mean, it's a lot of work for our team. In
Mhm.
fact, if you know Luis, he's our translator. He is, if he hasn't left already, he's leaving soon. He actually is a U.S. citizen, and is trying. His wife is moving to the United States. She's gotten some type of visa, but she's become a resident and eventually a citizen. That's their goal. So, but they have to be in the States to do that. So
Mm.
we're happy for them, and we're going to miss Luis. He's a great translator, but we're happy for his family.
Yeah.
But to help out, we have two young men. They're brothers. They are both Spanish speaking. They're coming to help out with teams. They have a lot of energy. They're great guys. They love the Lord, and they're a lot of fun. But they should be a blessing to teams. So if you come down on team this summer and you meet these blonde-headed, curly-hair young men, names are CJ and Austin. They're
Mhm.
great young men. We're blessed to have them, and again, we're thankful. Obviously, without the Spanish, we probably wouldn't have let them come.
Right.
But they already knew some Spanish when we met them, but they both have been working very hard to improve their Spanish.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be there most of the summer. I'm not exactly sure on the dates. Yeah, they're going to be a huge help. With that many, 7 weeks in a row and then 5 weeks,
Mhm.
our staff gets very tired.
Mhm.
So they're going to be down there volunteering and helping us.
That's good. That's great. Yeah. Many hands make light work, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. With the addition of them, we're hoping that our staff can they can rotate, not have to work every single hour of every single day with the team. They can rotate. They can get some rest, during the week, and we'll figure that part out. But yeah, it's to not overburden anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, when you think about like when people have company, right? When we have company, we're entertaining the whole time. And if you
Yeah.
imagine someone coming, a whole group of people coming to your house for 7 weeks in a row, how
Yeah,
draining it
exactly.
would be. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and poor Ruben, he being a house dad, he's got double duty until we can find somebody to
Mhm.
hire, and it's just hard to find bilingual people,
Yeah.
and for a job in Monos. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yep. It's a lot of work. They are definitely called by God to do those jobs. Rebecca
yeah, and they
and
do it. Yeah, and
Ruben.
they're amazing at it too.
Hmm. Yeah, they don't lose enthusiasm. They're just, do you know what I mean? Even if they're
Yeah,
tired, they're able to
yeah,
stay in that just joy of the Lord, I guess, you know?
yeah, and they love the job. They love interacting with teams. They love meeting new people, and yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed. Hopefully, and I'll go ahead and bring up now, we'd mentioned, I think before, that we have missionaries coming this fall, and they're bilingual as well. They'll be helping with teams also, but they won't be here till probably the earliest September. We don't have an exact date for them,
Hmm.
but we're excited to have them because being bilingual, that's the key. I
Hmm.
mean, if they can speak Spanish, then we probably have a place for anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, super helpful and necessary. I'm glad that it has called so many amazing people to work there. So that's good.
Yes, we need more.
Yeah. And you have more at the Village of Hope now, right?
Yeah, we have a new mom and four kids that moved in. Her name is Melissa. The
Mhm.
four kids, I see three of the four are boys. I
Mhm.
think the girl is the second youngest.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, we're happy to get that place filled, and we
Mm.
still got that other home um, available, waiting on the next family to move in.
Oh, that's wonderful. How long have they been in there, Melissa?
They've been in probably 3 weeks at least.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
have you heard it's going well for them so far?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah. So kind of jump ahead here a little bit. We've reported before that this first quarter has been very busy for us because we were traveling. We went to Canada for 2 weeks, then we were in Portland, and it's been kind of crazy. But then Tiffany's mom was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in February, and she passed away a few days ago. And so we've been bedside for about a month
Mm.
or longer. I mean, she went to the hospital, then to a rehab facility, then back to the hospital, and then into the hospice house. And so we've not been to Guatemala like we like to be. And so I don't have more updates on, like the progress of Casa Elizabeth or progress of the offices at Village of Hope, because we just haven't been there.
Hmm.
And our focus has been on family. That now, that, she passed, and we still have to have the service. But then after that, we'll be back to normal. So but we request, prayers for the family.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's good to yeah, to reflect on all the different aspects of your job that, that because you were in Canada and Portland for fundraisers, those were meeting people and it wasn't vacation. It was, you were working and you found out that she was sick while you were gone and came back to that. And then it's been that since then. And it's a lot on top of all that you're doing. I mean, it's to do that the job that you're doing amongst all of the family and just life stuff in general is really challenging. So we'll definitely be praying for you guys and for strength to get through it. And I'm so grateful that the staff in Guatemala can hold the weight while you're not able to get down there. And I know you guys have meetings with them through Zoom and you're always in contact with them. It's not, even if you're not there, you're constantly doing your job from afar. It's just different. And I'm grateful that the staff down there is able to hold the weight while you deal with these things. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. And they've been so great through this that, I mean, on a typical week when we're in the States, we're in contact every day with Hair
Mhm,
Bear or Omar or Rudy or somebody.
mhm.
But because of the situation, we haven't heard from them. They've been handling everything and keeping, keep protecting Tiffany more than me, but protecting her through this and her time with her mom, and which what a blessing.
I know, I know. Yeah, they value the value of family in Guatemala is so profound. I wish we had more of that here. Sometimes they just so committed to family. So I'm sure that was the driving force to saying we are not bothering her about anything. We're going to let her have this time and really protect it for her because they know how valuable that is. And what a
Yeah,
gift.
they've been really, really great. And we are going down Saturday to be with his first team,
Mhm.
and it's been a long time since we've been able to go down. So we are really excited and ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they've been walking with you through it and doing such a good job. But we will definitely be praying for all the different aspects of the job because it's not just on the ground executive directors of the project. It is managing the fundraisers and managing the people and the volunteers and all the different things amidst living life and taking care of elderly parents and things like that. It's a lot. So,
Yeah, yeah, but God is good, and He's with us through it all.
yes,
Without Him, I don't know how anybody manages
I know, right?
life.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. No idea. I can't even imagine. I don't want to imagine. It would be very
Well,
scary.
I do remember before I was saved,
Mm,
and life was chaotic. It was just there was no there wasn't that rest that you have in the Lord. It was just constant chaos and being unsettled about everything and not having, a, a, an eternal perspective.
mhm.
Life's hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So praise God for salvation and
Mm,
the opportunity to rely on Him.
yeah. Yeah. So true. Yeah. Good perspective. So I'm glad he's there with you. And we'll be
Thank
praying
you.
for you
It's
guys.
good.
Anything else?
I think that's everything on my list. We do covet your prayers for the family. My mother-in-law wanted her body donated to um, science, so the University of Kansas took her body. They will do whatever research or teaching they need, they can, and then eventually they will cremate her and send her ashes to the family. But so we don't have the good part about that is we don't have to have a service immediately. So it'll wait till we get back from this next trip.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Mm.
Yeah.
It'll be
But
hard.
but that service is still looming, and
When that
and hopefully once that's over, there'll be some closure, and life will get a little easier.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be praying that for you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. And we'll check in with you next month, and we'll be glad to hear about how your trip went.
Yeah, hopefully see some people down there this summer.
Yeah. It's exciting. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kathy.